Hey guys, welcome to Manifesting Better. I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account, the link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available, the link for that too is in the description box below. So, today's topic is how self-concept helps in manifesting what you want. This term is used a lot in the community now, and I have been coaching for around almost 2.5 to 3 years it has been, but I have seen people evolving from focusing on specific things to working on self-concept now, and I have seen this term a lot. Now let me explain what it actually is. It's not just I'm beautiful, I'm loved, I'm worthy. Yes, they are a part of self-concept work, but if we have to dwell deeper, what self-concept actually means is that what is it that I find achievable for me in relation to a particular thing? Let me explain. Let's say it's money. So what is the natural story I have related to money? What is it that I find achievable when it comes to money? Do I find money is easy for me to get? Money stays in my life. Do I find money to be evil? Do I find money to be easy to be held onto? Let's say it's a relationship. Do I see myself as a person who can maintain a healthy relationship? Do I see myself as a person who can be loved, who people can be attracted towards? Or do I see myself as someone for whom love is never there, for whom I always have to chase to get love? Or I see myself as someone who always just gets toxic partners, or I cannot allow myself to be emotionally vulnerable. You see, self-concept is not just these specific, the very general things. Yes, those things can help, but after a certain amount of time, as you work on yourself, you will realize that self-concept is about so much more. Self-concept is what I find achievable for me in a particular area of my life, because there are a lot of people who will have a good concept about money, and then they won't have a good concept about relationships, and vice versa. The first set of affirmations, the general ones and the general techniques for self-concept, can help people who are not doing good in any area of their lives, because doing those general affirmations would mean that they would generally improve the quality of life. And as they would generally improve the quality of their life, every area will in some way, shape or form be affected. But after a certain point of time, it's always going to need a specific focus on a particular thing in order to get better at it. See, when people come into this journey of manifestation, usually it's because of 1 or 2, 3 topics. The first topic is the most talked about topic, is the specific person topic. They either want to manifest an ex-pack, or someone they have a crush on, or someone they are in friends with benefits with, or someone they know but they haven't had contact with. Completely normal, completely acceptable to want that. I have been there. Every person has been there. This is a very crucial and very talked about and very common starting point in the journey. The second is money. And after that, there are other things. But these two are the major focuses where people come into this journey for. But when we come into the journey for these two things, especially relationships and money, it's not just a desire to have these things. So let's take the topic of a relationship. Let's say I'm getting into the journey of manifestation. I saw a YouTube video, and because I was searching on how to get an ex back, there's this video that came across and I saw it. Usually when I'm getting into the journey, it's not the real work that I'm looking for. It's a shortcut fix that I'm looking for to get that person back into my life. So in the first place, it's not a full desire to be with that person. Yes, there is unconditional love involved. Yes, there are feelings involved for that person that are regardless of if I can be with them or not. That care is involved there. But along with that care, there is some obsession involved. It's an attachment involved. It's a story of rejection that I'm playing. It's the feeling of abandonment that I'm feeling. All of these things combined give me the charge in order for me to get that relationship and for me to possess that person, and that is why I'm getting into this journey. Usually what happens is that this creates an issue. The first issue that it creates is that when we are in that zone, we have unconsciously replaced and understood that being obsessed with someone means loving someone. They are two totally separate things. But because over a period of time I have been obsessed with someone for so long that I have confused that obsession as love. So, working on my self concept can make me feel weird. I will explain that later. Second thing that becomes an issue is because we are so afraid to work on ourselves because we feel if we work on ourselves, the desire to be with that person will drop or go away, which usually isn't the case. What goes away is the attachment, what goes away is the obsession, what goes away is the rejection story. Lastly, it's because over a period of time, we have heard so much content that we have to focus so much on the person, constantly affirming for them, constantly focusing on them, that taking our focus off of that person can make us feel like we are letting go and giving up our manifestation. How self-concept work helps in all these things? First, working on yourself will make you realize that the obsession that you were focusing on was just an obsession. It wasn't the desire in the first place. Which means if I am so obsessed with being with a particular person, it is okay. Like there is nothing wrong with wanting to pursue a particular relationship. But usually when we are coming from a very obsessive place, we are coming from that obsessive place because it is confused with love. So working on ourselves can help let go of that obsession. Secondly, working on ourselves can help put ourselves up on a pedestal in a way that we can see the other person as a human being. Because over a period of time, we have put them so high above us that we have started to look at them as a god or as someone we have started to worship. Working on your self-concept can help make you see that they are also a human being who also made mistakes in the relationship and who are also just like you. The third thing working on yourself can do is it can help you give control of your life. You will feel like I'm back in charge. You will feel like I have some say in what I do and what I want. You will feel like I'm coming at things from an offensive place, not a defensive place. I'm not just running away from fear, trying to protect something from not going away. I'm actually going after what I want. And working on yourself can feel scary because it can feel like the desire to be with a particular person is going away. It is not. The attachment, the obsession, the story of rejection is usually going away. The desire, because it's coming from an unconditional place, stays. And a very good question you can ask yourself for that is that, okay, if I work on myself and 10 days from now, the person wants to be with me and they come back to me, would I take them? If the answer is yes, that means that you still have the desire to be with them. It's just that you're not so obsessed as you were before. Understand this. Every person is different. And usually when we are in this journey, we are already super obsessed with the other person. And when we are already super obsessed, doing many techniques just primarily focused on that person can make us more obsessed. And in that obsession, a few things will happen. First, we are already pedestalizing that person, which is not helpful. Even if our main focus is just the manifestation, it's not helpful. The second thing that happens is we start acting differently when we start to think of someone as higher or greater than us, or a manifestation as more important than us. We start to change. We start to tend to get obsessive. We start to chase that person. Those tendencies can start to kick in. So working on yourself will not mean that you will naturally forget the person. It just means that once you are working on yourself, your mind automatically already knows what it wants. It's just that you won't obsessively be focusing on that. Every person has a different story, but if I'm coming from an obsessive place, the more I focus on a particular thing, the more it has a tendency to disappoint me. The more my expectations in the particular moment will rise. And it will only lead to more trauma being developed in my body because I will constantly be looking for that person to act a certain way in order to believe I can get what I want. That's why when many clients come to me, I give them self-concept work. They always tell me that it feels weird because all this while I have been focusing on a particular person for such a long time that not affirming for them over long periods and not just constantly visualizing 1,000 scenarios with them makes me feel weird. It's not that it makes them feel weird, it's that it makes them feel natural, that oh, this is how it naturally should be. I should be focused on me. You see, the more you value yourself, the more the world does it. The more things naturally come to you, the more it means that you are having them stay in your life for a long time. That's why self-concept work is important. It helps you get the thing faster. It helps you maintain a story about that thing so that when that thing comes, you're not constantly chasing and you're not constantly worried that it will go away. How many times has it happened for you that you have received a manifestation just for it to go away in some days? It's because the real you has not changed. Yes, you did some techniques and yes, you got some results. But because the real you has not changed, it means that the manifestation keeps going away. That's why working on yourself, working on self-concept is very important. Also, while I'm working on myself, what will keep happening is that the desire, when I'm saying desire, I mean the constant need to get that thing slowly but surely drops. Which means that when I will focus on that thing, it will feel more achievable to me. I will feel like I can get it. Because right now, when we are in an obsessive place, it can feel like I just cannot even get this thing and it just feels too far outside of our comfort zone. I have a course on self-concept where I talk a lot about self-concept. I focus on everything related to self-concept in there. I have talked about boundaries, the definitions. I have given practical examples of it. I have talked about a lot of things. The link for my Instagram is down below. You can check the course highlights in there and you can text me the word course for more information. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to be talking a lot more about self-concept as I move forward. And I also want to make a video on boundaries very soon. So stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next one. Click the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe and turn the notifications on for more such content. Comment down your video suggestions and I will see you guys in the next one.